Fame runs in the Richie family. From Lionel's music legacy to Nicole's reality TV stardom, Sofia Richie is no exception, forging a path of her own as a rising model, influencer, and designer. It's safe to say that Sofia Richie's upbringing was far from typical, given that her dad mingled with some of the biggest stars in the music industry. One of those celebs was the late Michael Jackson, who died in 2009. Lionel Richie and the Jacksons were close, so much so that the king of pop was Sofia's godfather. Growing up, she and Jackson's daughter, Paris, were good friends. Sofia told the Evening Standard in 2016 that Michael Jackson was very soft-spoken and so sweet, noting that her dad was really close to him. In fact, she told the newspaper that her fondest childhood memories involved visiting Neverland Ranch, saying it was like Disneyland. Sofia also reminisced about Michael Jackson during a 2018 appearance on an Australian radio show, saying he was a really sweet guy. She also confirmed that she and Paris remained close. Paris is the sweetest girl. She's like family to me. Sofia Richie's modeling career was already successful, but in 2015, she took it to the next level. That was the year Madonna handpicked her as the face of Material Girl, the fashion line she launched alongside her daughter, Lourdes. Madonna told People at the time, "Sofia Richie perfectly embodies the style and spirit of Material Girl." Lourdes added, "Coming from an artistic family, self-expression is in our blood. I love Sofia's style and energy and look forward to collaborating with her." For Sofia, who'd long been a major fan of the music icon, repping Madonna's brand wasn't just another gig. She told the Evening Standard, "I'm obsessed with Madonna, so it was insane and overwhelming for me."
I've been a fan of Madonna since I was 5 and my parents took me to her concert at the Staples Center.
As she explained to Yahoo Style, the opportunity to work with one of her idols was beyond thrilling. She said, "Of course I look up to Madonna. I mean, she's Madonna. She's like the god of music." When Sofia Richie made the rounds at New York Fashion Week in 2015, she debuted a bold new hair color, dyeing it silvery blonde. The change wasn't just about fashion, it was also about fandom. She's a devoted viewer of Game of Thrones and dyed her hair blonde because of the show. As she revealed in an interview with Nylon, she drew inspiration from Mother of Dragons, Daenerys Targaryen, portrayed by Emilia Clarke, mimicking the color and style sported by the Khaleesi. Sofia opened up more about the look when she sat for an interview with 17, saying, "I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. Khaleesi is my full-on idol, and I think the color brings out my facial features." Sofia Richie took a big step in her personal life in April 2023. That was when she walked down the aisle and said "I do" to British music executive Elliot Grange. Held in the south of France, their wedding was a lavish, star-studded affair.
If he doesn't cry, I'll be very sad.
Just over a year after tying the knot, the couple welcomed their first child, daughter Eloise. "Best day of my life," Sofia wrote in the caption for a photo of her newborn that she shared on Instagram. In October 2025, Sofia revealed on Instagram that she and Grange were expecting another arrival. Motherhood, she explained in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, had caused her to reorient her priorities so that her daughter always comes first. She said, "Now as a mom, I think I'll create some more boundaries. If I've got to go to Fashion Week, then she's going to pack her bags and come with me. If she can't, then I'm not going to be able to make it." It's no secret that Nicole Richie earned quite the reputation as a party girl back in the day, especially when she and her Simple Life co-star Paris Hilton were joined at the hip. That history wasn't lost on her younger sister, and Sofia viewed those wild times as more of a cautionary tale than behavior she wanted to emulate. According to Sofia, Nicole, who has candidly discussed her past struggles with heroin, took a do as I say, not as I do approach when talking to her about drugs. Sofia told ES Magazine, "People look at me thinking, oh, you're probably going to go through the same thing." Nicole says, "Don't let people pressure you to do what they think is cool, like taking drugs. Be true to yourself."
It's been interesting being watched as a young kid. People have seen my evolution of just different stages I was in life.
In fact, she's become so committed to avoiding drugs in any form that she even refused a doctor's prescription for anti-anxiety medication. Instead, she chose to address her anxiety in other ways. She told Cosmopolitan, "I read a lot of books, and once I figured out what I was doing to myself, I learned how to control it. I would convince myself that I was panicking or that I wasn't comfortable. And once I realized that I was doing that to myself and nothing was actually wrong with me, I was totally fine."
At one point in time, way back in the mid-2010s, a teenage Sofia considered following her dad into pop rock. She told Entertainment Tonight, "When I was 13, I was like begging my dad to get me signed with somebody, and I'm glad he held me off because I really found myself and found what I truly wanted to do." Richie also admitted that had she experienced the increased levels of fame and attention benefiting that of a second-generation singer, life would have been tougher. She said, "I just feel like you have to go through this crazy transition if you're going to continue on with your career, from a child star to an adult star. I just want to come out and be the person that I am." Sofia could probably date almost anybody she wanted, and for a long time she was in a relationship with teen dream Justin Bieber. According to E! News, Bieber took Richie on a romantic getaway to Mexico in celebration of her 18th birthday, and for months, the young lovebirds were inseparable. Sofia told Billboard at the time, "We have a special relationship. Justin is very easy to talk to, and that's hard to find with people in Los Angeles." While things quickly dissolved with Biebs, Sofia found love again with the much older Scott Disick. E! News reported in 2017 that the pair were spotted together in France, but Richie sought to quell any rumours, tweeting, "Just so everyone can get their panties out of their asses, Scott and I are just homies. Relax." Talk of a Richie Disick romance ramped up a month later when the two were spotted having dinner together at Malibu sushi hotspot Nobu. Still, Richie maintained that the relationship was platonic, but clearly the two were dating the whole time.
You turn into a 5-year-old when it's just us.
According to E! News, the pair dated for just over 3 years, ultimately breaking off their romance in May 2020. Back in the day, Sofia's big sis Nicole and bestie Paris Hilton starred in one of the earliest reality TV show hits, The Simple Life. But Nicole has long since left reality TV behind in favour of fashion, creating the House of Harlow 1960 brand. And it turns out she's had an enormous impact on her younger sister.
She was like what made me even think about fashion in the first place.
Taking after Nicole, Sofia launched her own line of jeans under the Rollers line. And in 2019, she launched her first swimwear line, creating a 10-item collab with Frankie's Bikinis. At just 16 years old, Sofia landed a contract with Select Model Management, according to E! News. She steadily made a name for herself in the industry, making her New York Fashion Week runway debut for Yeezy in 2017.
You are hitting the catwalk for the first time ever at New York Fashion Week.
I'm freaking out right now.
Before long, she was walking for Chanel and Dolce & Gabbana and appearing in a national campaign for DL 1961. The 5'6" stunner told the outlet, "I got really good feedback from Chanel, which I didn't expect because I'm shorter and shorter models get a lot of hate, so I was happy to see that I didn't."